Our first reading is from the second book of Kings. Naaman was the commander of the Syrian army, and the Lord had helped him and his troops defeat their enemies. So the king of Syria rejected Naaman very much. Naaman was a brave soldier, but he had leprosy. And one day, while the Syrian troops were raiding Israel, they captured a girl, and she became a servant of Naaman's wife. And some time later, the girl said, "If your husband Naaman would go to Elisha in Samaria, he would be cured of his leprosy." And when Naaman told the king what the girl had said, the king replied, "Go ahead. I will give you a letter to take to the king of Israel." So Naaman left and took along 750 pounds of silver, 150 pounds of gold, and 10 new outfits. And he also carried the letter to the king of Israel. It said, "I am sending my servant Naaman to you. Would you cure him of his leprosy?" And when the king of Israel read the letter, he tore his clothes in fear and shouted, "That Syrian king believes I can cure this man of leprosy? Does he think I'm God with power over life and death? He must be trying to pick a fight with me." And as soon as Elisha, the prophet, heard what had happened, he sent the Israelite king this message: "Why are you so afraid? Send the man to me so that he will know there is a prophet in Israel." So Naaman left with his horses and chariots and stopped at the door of Elisha's house. And Elisha sent someone outside to say to him, "Go wash 7 times in the Jordan River, then you'll be completely cured." But Naaman stormed off, grumbling, "Why couldn't he come out and talk to me? I thought for sure he would stand in front of me and pray to the Lord his God, then wave his hand over my skin and cure me." And the rivers in Damascus was just as good as any river in Israel. I could have washed in them and been cured. His servants went over to him and said, "Sir, if the prophet had told you to do something difficult, you would have done it. So why don't you do what he said? Go wash and be cured." So Naaman walked down to the Jordan. He waded out into the water and stooped down in it 7 times. And just as Elisha had told him, right away he was cured, and his skin became as smooth as a child. Naaman and his officials went back to Elisha, and Naaman stood in front of him and announced, "Now I know that the God of Israel is the only God in the whole world. Sir, would you please accept a gift from me?" "I am a servant of the living Lord," Elisha answered, "and I swear that I will not take anything from you."